The opposition party, the NDC, um, as well as other opposition parties, are unhappy about the e-levy implementation. But the NDC, which is one of the main opposition parties, have gone further to show their unhappiness. They have even been doing this earlier on. I'm sure you would have seen these signs earlier on, where some of them, took to the streets on demonstration. And according to what we are hearing, there are still some being done at certain places. They are in red, where they are showing that these e-levy charges are not fair. You see them holding, all these placards, all these signs, all these boards that have writings on them. You see things like Nana Bread. You see words like Baumia Evian, some things like Omuvians. All those things that show that the government is stealing from Ghanaians. You see things like Sky Bath Levy. You see that the country is hot. Our girlfriends are moving to Togo. Yeah, those are some of the things written on these demonstration boards that they are holding, these signs and all. Even earlier on, there was a lady holding one sign which said, because the mobile money is about to be implemented, the charges are about to be implemented, everyone should take out all their money so that they don't have anything, to steal from anymore. And some of the very known people in the NDC have even said that the NDC's position is that Momo money shouldn't be taxed, and they are going to vote against it. And we've already seen how this has gone in Parliament, how it has been very serious, to the point of almost looking like it's a wrestling match. All these things, all because of this 1.5% charges on mobile money transactions. Now, that's not where it's ended. When it was implemented on the 1st of May 2022, it wasn't something people thought would actually happen, but it was actually been started. And people are saying e-levy no yentua. So those who don't want to pay are taking out all their monies. They are withdrawing all their monies, and they are just leaving the account empty until they hear the e-levy charges have been abolished. But we don't know if they'll be abolished anytime soon, and even if they'll be abolished for a long time. Now, we are also hearing that in a speech during which John Dramani Mahama was president, who is the ex-president of Ghana. He has made some comments about this. He has promised that his government is going to scrap off this e-levy when they come into power. So the NDC plans on removing and abolishing this e-levy once and for all, because according to them, they claim the things this current government is doing to Ghanaians is not fair at all. They even insist that they are not really against taxation as a party, that NDC is not against taxation, but their problem is that they don't see why government is putting all these burdensome taxes, on Ghanaians and getting them to suffer the more, because already, things have been not too good. When you look at things like fuel prices rising, tripling over 200%, things are just going skyrocket high, and now you are going to add taxes again. So it's like you are squeezing all the monies out of the individuals, or out of the people. So the NDCs have shown us that the government is just desperate to tax Ghanaians, so that they will find ways to get the nation out of the hole they've pushed the nation into, because they claim right now Ghana is in a hole. They claim that right now Ghana is not moving forward because the government's budgeting and spending and all of these economic plans have failed. So according to the NDC, the government is planning on using this e-levy as a way to get back on our feet, as in with the economy. And Yeah, but according to what they are saying, this really is not going to make any significant change, because this is not the way to resolve the problems. According to them, it's just going to make things worse. Though they may get some money to, do one or two things, it's rather going to make things burdensome, very unhappy, and very sad for the Ghanaian, and for anyone who is in the middle class to lower class, space. We are looking at people who are managing small businesses, people who are trying to get back on their own feet, people who are trying to make a living, who are not, too rich, to afford all these charges. When you look at the ordinary Ghanaian who is a rich man, this 1.5% is not going to affect him in any way. In fact, even if it is 5%, it is still not going to affect him, because he has enough to send and enough to pay for. When you look at the ordinary Ghanaian rich man, his aim is to get the thing to be done, whether it's a transaction, whether it's to send something to someone. His aim is to send it to the person. So when he hears that, oh, it will be charged this and this amount, he'll be like, don't worry, I'll just add extra to it. And that's the rich man. But when you come to the poor man, or to the one who is struggling, that is not going to be an easy thing for him to do, because even that 1.5% that you charge him, he can use it to buy some food, some kinky, he can use it to take some transportation to one place. You get it? We were speaking to some people earlier on, and they were telling us that because of these charges, they are going to be more economical than they used to be. One guy even explained to me that now, because of these charges, he uses this mobile money very often. So, but because of these charges, when he does his budget, he has realized that instead of taking cars to where he normally goes, he will have to walk. So, thanks to this e-levy charges, he's now going to be walking instead of taking, transportation. And so we are looking at all these things, and the NDC is claiming, it's not good at all. Now, for the NDC, they are even praying that the government will be removed as soon as possible. Some of the people who we spoke to have told us that they wish the elections will come as soon as possible, so that the national, the new patriotic party, which is the current national government, could be removed from power. They just said they've had enough of this government. They don't understand what is being done. They don't understand where we are going. They don't understand what we are achieving. They just don't understand what it is that we are doing as a nation. When you put this government into consideration, according to them, government is not really doing that much. According to them, government is just squandering the money and using it for unnecessary things. There were some people who pointed examples of some roads they claim government is not really doing, but is taking credit for. They also claim there are some promises government made with regards to factories and to dams and to all of these projects, development projects that were going to be established as at now. But when you go and check, there's not even a foundation, there's nothing done. So that's what the NDC is claiming. But there are some MPP people who are also claiming that it's not true, that some of these projects have begun, but they are turning a blind eye to it because they just don't want the Ghanaians to give the praise to government for how far they've brought the Ghanaian economy and how far they've made lives better for Ghanaians. So this just means it's a matter of proofing. It's a matter of checking to see the government say they'll do this and that at this place. Then let us all go and check, has government done it, or is government in the process of doing it? Then we know, okay, maybe the NDC is true, or maybe the MPP is the one who's telling the truth. So everyone has their own claims. Everyone is saying one thing or the other, but for now the NDC, they want the government to put an end to this e-levy and to even come out of power. In fact, they left to them alone. They will just kick the government away and then just sit in power immediately to fix the country and to do all those things and all those damages they claim the MPP has brought to the nation. There are some people who are even claiming that if you don't take care, people will start running out of the nation to go to other countries for just a better living, because if you don't take care, things are going to be hotter as time goes on, as they are threatening, they are hearing threatenings of a certain food shortage which could occur. We don't know how far that is going to affect Ghana, and if that is also going to affect Ghana with this raising prices and taxes that they've already started including, then when that one too comes to add, then it's just going to be like three troubles one god. You know that saying already. Yeah, so it's what they are all suggesting. Everyone has their own opinions. Now we have seen certain things being done, and we also want to take this thing into consideration. The government is not just taxing the e-levy to spend. For that one we know, but they claim they are going to use it for certain things, because that's what taxes are for. Now the question is the opposition party giving all these claims because they want to change the minds of people to get them to love the NDC, or are what they are saying really true? Let's look at it individually, and let's find out what the way is to go. So that's it. The opposition is not too happy about these charges. Thank you for listening, and do have a very very nice day. And please, if you are not too sure of these charges, find out very well about it before you make any transaction. Thank you.